Hey, this is Miss Arlequin, and in today's video, I am going to show you how to read a student progress report for ELA class. So what you have on the screen in front of you is a sample progress report. You can always see the date that the progress report was printed right on the top. You'll have the student's class usually written here. The student's name will be here, although I've whited it out for privacy reasons. And then right underneath the student's name, you will have the overall grade for ELA class. So one thing you want to keep in mind is that a student's progress in class is always changing. This is this particular student's progress as of October 17th. A week from now, this progress report will change because there will be a new week's worth of assignments and assessments that have gone into their ELA grade. And so their grade could stay the same depending on the type of work they complete. It could go down drastically and it can rise also drastically. So one of the things you want to do is you always want to be on top of your progress. Underneath the overall grade, you have a breakdown of the different categories. So here we have classwork, assessments, homework, class participation, and standardized tests. And you have the percentage that each category counts for in the overall grade. And then right next to each category, you have their percentage in that particular category. So if you were curious as to why you only had a 72, you could see clearly here that classwork is poor and that assessments are poor. And assessments are our state assessments, our iReady assessments, and also any in-class assessments like tests, quizzes, and any classworks that are graded according to a state rubric. Those all count as assessment. So this is really where you see the student progress. And you can tell under assessments if they are meeting 6th grade standards or whatever grade they are in. If you then look down at the Term 1 assignment table, you will see all of the ELA assignments. And it is broken down into the number of the assignment, which really doesn't mean anything. It just is the number that assignment was entered into my grade book. The important part is the other categories. The date of the assignment, which category it falls under, whether it's homework, standardized tests, class participation, and then a description of the assignment. Now, you'll notice that some of the descriptions end in ellipsis, and that is because in the grade book, it will not allow for more than about 30 characters to describe an assignment. And so I try to sometimes abbreviate or to write a shorter version, description or title for the assignment. Full descriptions and full titles of assignments can be found on Edmodo. And all you would have to do is go to the date of the assignment and look for the assignment that is similar to the description on the progress report. In the next column, you have the score. So you can see right here that it tells you the level from the 5th grade ELA test. MI was a score for this assignment, and you might be wondering, well, what does MI mean? Well, that would bring you to the end of the progress report. At the end of the progress report, as you can see here, this is the bottom of the table, you have a key. And so any scores that you do not know what they stand for, you can find the explanation here in the key. So MI means missing. Yes clearly means yes. This little O means outstanding. The S means satisfactory. The U means unsatisfactory, and so on. Now the final column in the progress table is next to the score. You get the percentage. So if a code has been used like L3, which according to the key means level 3, well, what exactly does an L3 mean grade-wise? Well, right here you can see that an L3, level 3, is an 86%. And then you'll also have assignments that are just graded percentage-wise out of 100. And so, for example, our quiz, our vocabulary quiz, was graded out of 100, and the student got an 89 out of 100. Now, one of the things you want to do when you do get a progress report is you want to look over, see how you're doing, look at your grades, and you also want to see what assignments are missing and double check to make sure that those missing assignments are actually missing. Sometimes you might complete an assignment and you might forget to hand it in, or an assignment might be handed in and Miss Arlequin, myself, might have made a mistake, and you want to bring that mistake to my attention. And so this was just a brief guide on how to read your ELA class progress report, and I hope you found this video helpful.